All right, it is time for chapter 2 of Dinosaur Cove, Attack of the Tyrannosaurus. Before we jump in there, I promised I would show you the other fact files. So, let's see. Yesterday, we saw the fact file for Jamie, right? Jamie is one of our main characters. I would say probably the main character, although we also have Tom. And Tom's a pretty main character too. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can kind of see. There you go. So Tom's full name is Thomas Clay. He's 8 years old. He's 1J Tom, which we have determined from yesterday is the exact same height and weight as both Jamie and Tom. Kind of surprising, but you know. His top speed is 7 miles per hour. Likes tracking animals and exploring wildlife. Dislikes rainy days. Zoom in to Tom's eye and Tom's hand. All right, now I'm going to show you the other fact file for Wana, who is a character we have not yet met. Wana's full name is Dinosaurus. The age for this character, I have to look more carefully, is 65 to 80 million years. However, there is a little footnote here, which I will read to you, which says, note, scientists call this period the late Cretaceous. So you know. The size less than a J-Tom, so apparently all dinosaurs are not large. Good to know. Also, the top speed, 30 miles per hour, especially when being chased by a T-Rex. We call this foreshadowing, or a little hint about what might happen. Let's see. Likes stinky ginkgo fruit and banging his head on tree trunks. Note to self. Also dislikes scary dinosaurs. Zoom in to Wana's foot and Wana's head. There you go. All right, chapter 1. By the way, you want to check out this beautiful map later. Chapter 1, we ended with a secret cave, Jamie gasped. Chapter 2. Let's look and see what this illustration is. It looks like we've got a branch and a tool and that fossil finder. All right, here we go. It's a smuggler's cave, Tom told Jamie. It hasn't been used for 100 years. Jamie stepped into the mouth of the dark cave and dug his hand into his backpack, pulling out his flashlight. This is where the smugglers stored their booty, Tom said. You can see the marks from their lamps. Fun fact, booty means treasure. Jamie flicked on his flashlight and pointed it toward the pale rock walls. He could make out sooty black streaks. Tom took a few more steps into the cave and knocked on the back wall. It's a dead end. Jamie shone his flashlight over the floor and saw a spider with long, spindly legs. He followed it with a beam as it skittered into the corner and then disappeared into a hole. Can't be a dead end, Jamie said. Look, the hole began at the cave floor and came up to the height of his knees. It was wide at the bottom, but very narrow at the top. How did I miss that? Tom said. I've been in here loads of times. It's big enough to squeeze through. Jamie kneeled down and pushed his backpack through the gap. I'm going in. He wriggled through the gap, shining his flashlight into the darkness. Wait for me, yelled Tom. What's that? It was colder and pitch black inside the second chamber. Jamie aimed his flashlight at the rock wall, ceiling, and floor. There was no sign of any soot from smugglers' lamps. We must be the first people to come in here for hundreds of years, Tom murmured. Thousands of years, said Jamie. Millions, said Tom. Hey, what's this? The beam of Jamie's flashlight fell on a scoop in the stone next to his feet. He kneeled down and traced his finger around the clover-shaped indent. It looked just like the dinosaur footprint on the fossil finder. I think this could be a fossil, Jamie announced, excitement tingling through him. Jamie rummaged in his bag and flipped open the fossil finder. The display picture of a dinosaur footprint glowed in the darkness. Yes, it's a fossilized dinosaur footprint. Wow, Tom said, looking from the screen to the cave floor. Those are really rare. Jamie saw a second scoop at the edge of the beam of light. Look, there's another, and another, and another. 5 altogether. They go straight into that wall of rock. Jamie could hardly believe it. On his very first day exploring Dinosaur Cove, he had found the fossilized tracks of a dinosaur. Jamie carefully placed his left foot into the first print. It's got the same size feet as me. He swung his right foot into the next print. Jamie grinned at Tom, who was following behind him. We're tracking dinosaurs! Left foot. A crack of light appeared in the cave wall. Oh, it's a little picture. Right foot. The light brightened as the crack widened. Jamie put his left foot forward to take another step, and the crack of light got wider and brighter. He covered his eyes with his hands. When he put his foot down again, the ground felt spongy. Cautiously, he took his hands away from his eyes. Jamie wasn't in the small, dark chamber anymore. He was in a sunny cave with a wall of stone behind him. The footprints were still there, only now they weren't fossils. They were fresh. He took a step forward into the new cave, and Tom appeared behind him, right through the wall of stone. Where are we? Tom asked. I don't know, Jamie said, looking around at the strange new place. Jamie walked out of the cave, and ground squelched beneath his feet. The area was thick with trees and vines, so he couldn't see very far. Where do you think they are? When do you think they are? These trees are weird. Jamie pulled an apricot-like fruit from a cluster hanging on a nearby branch. It smelled horrible. Yuck! Dare you to smell it, Tom? Tom took a huge sniff. Sick, he gasped. Then he grinned. Dare you to take a bite? No way, said Jamie, shaking his head. The ground was slimy from the stinky orange outer pulp of the fruit that had fallen off the tree. Jamie picked a fan-shaped leaf from the tree. You know, I think I've seen this somewhere before. He dug the fossil finder and typed fan-shaped leaf. The next moment, pictures of leaves appeared on the screen. Jamie clicked on the one that looked the same as the leaf in his hand. Ginkgo, a living fossil, he read to Tom. Still found today, but everywhere in dinosaur times, sometimes known as stink bomb tree. True right, said Tom. Let's get some fresh air. He pushed aside a tangle of vines. What's through here? Wait for me, Jamie hurriedly sealed a few ginkgo fruits into a plastic specimen bag, stuffed them and the fossil finder into his backpack, and then crashed through the undergrowth after Tom. Careful, Tom shouted to him from up ahead. The ground sloped steeply, and Jamie tried to slow down, but his sneakers were caked with slippery ginkgo pulp. I can't stop, Jamie yelled as he tumbled towards the edge of the cliff. What do you think is going to happen next? Where are they going to end up? What are they going to find? I can't wait to see what your prediction is. We'll do chapter 3 next.